Yeah. Little Caesar.
Queen Bee. That's me.
Check it. Yo, I be buying V's, so all my girls be eyeing C's. Coming backstage, dying to get pleased. You got me, I rock the Versace and linen, while you spotting grinning with a bunch of foxy women.
All right, so we good? We back? Everybody got a drink?
Everybody re-up.
All right, cool. So where we left off from was, mentioning that you actually talked to a boy or dated a boy. How did that go?
It was weird, actually. I actually thought he was cute. Just gonna call him T for short.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought he was a cute guy. We were both in ROTC, this, that, and the third. And he was liking me, and I thought he was cute. And we just tried it. He didn't know that my total interest was women.
So you were this is way before you even figured out OT. So this was just as Octavia.
Yeah.
Because you said
Octavia.
JROTC. That's what you mentioned, right?
Yes.
So this was in high school then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did JROTC myself.
Already. Shout out. But and we just call him, like I said, T, and I was like, okay, let's try it. I thought he was cute. He thought I was cute, but the relationship didn't go that well because I don't think that. Matter of fact, I know I didn't do typical girlfriend things with him. You know what I mean? And to me, typical, like, we walked and we talked and we held hands and this, that, and the other, but I wasn't giving up nothing. Because I was like, no, that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't giving up nothing. But he eventually found somebody that we were in school with that gave it up. But I wasn't that girl. I was like, okay, well, I don't care at that point. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't freaking care because
he was like your boy best friend.
It could have been. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, it wasn't really what I wanted.
Yeah.
At the time, it was like, I still live with my parents. I had to respect them. So let me do what they want. I've never was that person to say, oh, when I get big, I want to have a house, a white picket fence, I want a husband with kids. I didn't say that. That wasn't my dream. That wasn't how I deemed my life to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? However, I didn't figure that I would be at the tender age of 45 with no kids, but I never said that I wanted the dream of the house.
American
I didn't want
life.
the American dream.
Yeah, the American dream, yeah.
Right. I can honestly say that I've never said that.
Yeah. See, I did, but not with a man.
Yeah.
I did. I wanted to have the white picket fence and the house and the kids, but I always
and the dog. Did you want the dog?
Yeah, the dogs. The dogs. No cats. Sorry for all the cats lovers, but fuck them cats. Yeah. But with a girl, yeah, I've always because I've always had an attraction a little bit more to females than males.
Mm-hmm.
My longest relationship has been with the female than with a male. Me personally myself, I started dating guys at the age of 17, 18.
Okay.
I started dating 14, 15, but I started dating females. Okay. So it's just like I've been dating females longer than males, and I just felt more comfortable with a female than a male. And I don't know if it's because of this. It's what makes sense to me, and I feel it's because I've had a really shitty history with males.
It can happen.
So, when it came to actually starting liking someone and having a crush, because, when you're in a certain amount of school, you're not worrying about boys and girls and holding hands and kissing. It's all about fucking playing and shit. So when I first started, seeing that as I got older, I was just, I tried. There was this boy in 5th grade that had a crush on me, and I tried it, but the moment that he
not
tried,
5th grade. Damn.
So you were just he was just I want to hold hands, and I was just okay, just because a lot of other girls were kissing and holding hands with their boyfriend. Yes, at 5th grade we were a bunch of hoes.
So you thought that was it. hold hands, kiss.
Like it's like
that's what you saw.
Yeah, so I went. I never kissed the boy. Never kissed him. But we went to go hold hands, and I didn't like it, and we didn't even do it for 30 seconds. Like I was like, I can't do it. I don't like
just
it.
Freaked out. Like, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then something about it didn't feel right. Yeah. That had to been a bitch.
Probably.
You would have been like, this is home. This is home.
Probably.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I understood.
So since then, like I didn't seem to be interested until like I met a boy or like a guy when I was like 17, and like he made me feel a little different. So I was very confused at that stage.
Gotcha.
Because it's just like I consider myself as a lesbian. I had came out as a lesbian, so it's just like, why am I feeling all tingly for this boy? Like, so you tried it. So if it's just like I wasn't the only one that went through that, I guess, to try it out. So realizing that, when did you actually, as Octavia, when did you realize like, oh, I'm like in the lesbian train after that like situation with that man? Oh boy.
Like I said,
Or have you already thought you were a lesbian before you even got with him, and you just decided to kind of try with him to see if you were or not?
I didn't know what it was because it wasn't in my face so much. I wasn't like, now you can go around the corner and just see it.
It's like every third person is a lesbian.
It wasn't like that. Like even coming up, and the cousin I was telling you about, I only saw him a few far in between to even realize. So then like I was one of those kids. Yeah, boy, he's a boy or girl. You know what I mean? So I didn't see it a lot. But when I got to high school, it was very, very different. I started seeing more of the tomboyish girl, or I started seeing more of the feminine boy. Because we had a male cheerleader at our school. And so a lot of times when you say, oh, he's a man, he's a cheerleader, oh, he's automatically gay. So, but I saw the femme part of a female, of a male cheerleader that was...
You know what's crazy? I never grew up like that. Like, because in my school, at least me personally, whenever I saw a male cheerleader, I never really thought he was automatically gay, like ever. Like, until somebody put that in my mind. Oh, yeah, of course they're gay. Why would they, why would they want to dance? They're boys.
And
like,
then when they're kind of poppy and,
then
you think, oh, he gay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was really it. But more so into high school when I started realizing, hey, girl, boy. And I was like, okay, well, this is it. I finally found me. I found my happy place. So I know that in high school, that's when I knew and I realized no matter how much, like my mom would take, we would go get our hair done and we were still wearing dresses to church. But I already knew that once I got to a certain age, all this was gonna stop. And it did. And I went through it gracefully. I didn't get too much slack. And when I say too much, it was like my dad said one time, he said, when are you going to start wearing dresses? And then I was like, I didn't even have to answer it. My mama said, she's not going to wear a dress no more, so just leave it alone. And I never heard anything from my sister. And I was in high school. And I tell you, it was so comfortable. And
so you came out as a lesbian in high school, or you just grew up as like I want to dress more masculine in high school?
In high school, I knew that I wanted to dress more masculine, and then in high school, I knew what I initially liked.
Okay,
I knew what I knew that I liked girls, the female counterpart. Yeah, I knew that, and and it was okay. It was okay, and I can say out of my sisters, I'm the only one that's lesbian. And then when my brother came along, now my brother is gay, and we became real close. Part of that is because we are gay, so we did everything gay. I mean, once we figured it out, we was rainbow t-shirts, rainbow shoes. We were rainbow stickers for our car. We was rainbow out because we knew what we were, and in those moments, we were very happy.
And how you just said, the last episode you had mentioned that your cousin painted you that path. You painted that path for your sibling to be in the same part of that family. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like somebody blessed you, you bless somebody. And like I think that's beautiful because then your family will always have that past, no matter how many years has been gone. And that's like that's beautiful.
Like it's me being OT. I'm not Octavia. I'm not Tracy. And Tracy was a family name. I'm not Octavia, not Tracy. But me being OT, I've had so many people come up to me and say, "It's because of you that I watched you. I've been watching it. Like especially going to the club doing shows. I've had people come to me and say, I've been watching you. I've been like just team OT for so long because they said I made it look easy." And the only reason why it was easy is because my family, because I had that support. Now I'm not finna say they were always like, "Oh, go OT, you're gay." Some of it had to grow on them because they realized she's not changing. You know, they realize she gonna dress like a boy. They realize she gonna wear them braids. She gonna get a haircut. So it's like at this point, easy you can hate it or love it, and they chose to love it because I'm family. Yeah. So, and I just think about the people that came up to me and said that I made it easy, or it's because of you, or you helped me, and then not even realizing and not even knowing that I've helped them. So I said, you got to be careful what you do in front of people and how you talk to people.
Yep.
Because little do you know, I can make one statement. I can say one thing, and that can alter a person's life. Like at that moment, it's like, damn. That makes sense. Yeah. So, but it was really easy. Yeah. It was really easy. My family made it so easy it was on the real. Now, they probably talked about my ass behind my back. They probably did. Like, I can hear them now. And, you know, Tracy gay. Tracy gay. They did. Yeah. But after so often, it's like, okay, it is what it is. So I'm coming to the family functions in jeans, shorts, my hair braided, tennis shoes, bam. I'm coming to church. I was going to church faithfully. I played the drums, jeans, hair braided, boom. Yeah. You know, it wasn't no Sunday. I'm going to church in a dress. Sunday, boom. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in pants. No, it became my lifestyle. Right. Like if you look in my closet, if you see anything feminine in there, it's my girlfriend stuff. None of that is mine. Yeah. The only thing feminine about me is that I bleed once a month. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it. Other than that. And then these big ass titties, I can't hide them. But other than that, you know, and even I still be like, excuse me, sir. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, you see these big ass titties right here.
Does that bother you though?
No, it bothered me at first, but then it became funny. Like, you go in a restaurant and you see somebody looking like they're looking. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Or your kids, like my occupation, I'm a school bus driver, and I get kids. Are you a man or a woman? I said, what you want me to be? I'm whatever you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think you a man. I said, oh, don't tell my mama. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and I mean, and I don't know if the way I'm going to ask is going to be disrespectful or not. So if it is, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just going to answer.
So, because I don't know if it's a thing that you have ever thought as being like a lesbian. Has that ever like crossed your mind to change your gender to a male since you feel a little bit more masculine?
To me, this is my opinion, people. This is my opinion.
Of course, this is a safe space. Safe space.
Yeah, I don't want y'all thinking that. Oh, she gay. She thinking that. This is my opinion. I feel like the lesbian counterparts is two women. Female. I wouldn't want to change my gender for anything because that'll take away from me being a true lesbian. If I'm gonna walk the walk and I'm gonna talk the talk, you better know it is what it is. I'm a lesbian, 100%. So this is me. This is what I do. This is what I like. This is what I love. Yeah. And I don't want to take away from that. Right.
So you just never really felt like a man. You still felt like a woman that happens to love woman.
My persona, the way I carry myself, the swagger, and sometimes my thoughts. It's like, my girlfriend just said to this day, I swear, I act like such a man because my thoughts and the way it is that of a man, but I don't want to be a man. I don't want no fucking hair all down my face and down my chin. I don't want a little penis, nothing like that. That take away from being a lesbian. A lesbian is two women. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that's transgender. People want to, if that's what you want to do, I support you 100%. Because that's what you want to do. Because we're still part of the LGBTQ. We're still a part of that community. You know what I'm saying? And I love it all. I'm for it all. I'm for everybody that's LGBTQ. But I wouldn't be comfortable, or
that's just who you are,
right? Yeah. I wouldn't want to change up my organs or for nothing, because I was born female. I'm gonna die female.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. I don't think that just because we happen to be lesbians, like we have to turn into a male. And that's just the same thing. Like there's a lot of gay men. Just because we're gay doesn't mean we have to turn into a female to be heterosexual. Like I don't think we have to do that. But I guess the reason why I asked that question, because I actually have a friend that was a lesbian, because his pronouns back then were her and she, and he would date females, so he considered himself like as a lesbian,
right?
But he always felt like a male, so he changed his gender, right? But he's always liked females.
I support it.
So that's why that's the only reason why I asked, because it's just like I never thought about that shit. Like I don't know.
I 100% support transgender.
Oh yeah,
I 100% support it, because first of all, that's a big step.
Oh
that's a big step to be born she, and then you turn yourself into a he. That's a big step to be conformed he, and then you turn yourself into a she, because not only are you dealing with ridicule from your family, which should or is your big support, you catching ridicule on every hand. And now it's like people in the world are trying to make the world safer for trans. Then you got the group of people in society that's making it seem like that's a bad thing. So now you're saying a man can go in a restaurant with my kid. It's really, people have took that situation and they have flipped it so to where it's just so bad. And now they're trying to put the LGBTQ in the same genre or the same field as a pedophile. It's not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People just want to be themselves. As far as LGBTQIA, people just want to be themselves and just want to love the skin that they're in. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never had a problem that I remember that I can take back. Yeah. I've never had a problem with me being who I am, because like I said, I've had it easy because I've always had the support, even in churches or even in different jobs that I worked at. I didn't get ostracized, or I wasn't put aside because of my preference or because I love who I love. I'm not never saying that, but I haven't as of yet had a problem with that. And that's been good on my part. But I love trans. I mean, because I love them, because that's a big step. You go from being born to Michaela, you know what I'm saying? Now you Malik. God damn.
I love that name.
You know what I'm saying? You go from being Michaela to Malik, and then it's like, oh god damn. Because it's expensive, and it's like, I mean, you'll forever be on hormone pills, and you always it's always gonna be something with that, but it is what it is. I just know that I'm not gonna be a part of. I'm not gonna do that thing like that.
Yeah, like you accept it, you approve it, you respect it, but it's like it's not who you are, and that's okay. Like that's that's okay. So you've never received like a hate comment anywhere, I know you mentioned your school, not your school, your job and church, but like what about like a random restaurant, random bar? Like you've never been like, they've never said something negative about you by the way that you dress as a babe, like you look, you talk, you walk, like nothing.
In 2016, I had a 2016 neon, and no, what was it? I know it was early 2000. I had a neon. I can't remember. Now, I had a rainbow gay pride sticker on my car. Mm-hmm. And I went to the Hewlett Mall and I was just doing everyday shit. And I went to the Hewlett Mall and I came out and on my gay pride sticker, somebody wrote gay on my sticker. And at that point, I wasn't tripping on it. You know why? Because I'm glad they wrote it on my sticker and not my motherfucking car.
Oh, yeah.
You know
honestly,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
at least they were a little nice about it. And they pointed out the obvious. It is a gay flag. So,
true.
True. Thank you for letting everybody else know just in case they didn't know what type of flag it was.
And I got to looking around. I said, somebody put gay on my car, on my sticker. And like I said, I was glad it was my car now, and it was my sticker, not my car.
So that's like the worst.
Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
I mean, yeah, I didn't get gay bashed. Like I said, if anybody said anything or anything, I didn't catch wind of about it, and it wasn't brought to my face like, you know, as a motherfucker like that, my mom want to square up. It wasn't. Like I said, I've been blessed. Yeah, I've been blessed. People may have had developed a feeling or a thought or emotion or anything. I just didn't know about it. They didn't tell me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the type of person that can be run up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of motherfucker. But if you come to me with some shit, I'm bring it back to you. You know, I don't walk around like I'm Huckleberry. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. I ain't walk around like I'm Wide Earp. You know what I mean? I don't walk around like that. But don't disrespect me, and I won't. I'm all about respect. I'm all about character, and I'm all about personality. You know what I mean? If you know, I'm not disrespectful. My parents didn't raise me to be disrespectful. They didn't raise me to be mean. They didn't raise me to be cruel or none of that. I'm very, very respectable of people. So
right, and that's how it should be. You know, like there's no reason to be like hatred towards anybody because like I'm glad that you know your coming out moment or you know figuring out yourself. Like I'm glad that you had that positive and that support that everybody should you know get
right
because and I don't know, I might be wrong, I don't know, but I personally feel like the black community gets a lot of hatred when it comes to this community, like from a straight people. Like besides you, obviously, because you know you shared your story with us. The black people that I know that are apart from this community had it rough, like really, really rough, with their family and with other black people,
right?
And it's just like it just seems like it's hard to be gay and black at the same time. Like I already know it's hard to be black. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like so then on top of that, being gay
and black,
it's just like like it's scary. Like
it kind of feels like you almost like batting 1,000, as they say.
Cause like it's, I don't know. Like, and I feel like it's a lot from the man. The straight men that I feel like have the most issue from anybody being gay.
And I'm gonna say this about the brown skinned male when it comes to lesbians. Lesbians are winning. Just be honest.
Yeah,
we're winning. Now a lot of people say, "Girl, get your lesbian. They know how to do this. They know what a woman wants." Some lesbians that can be full of shit too. This motherfucking matter of fact, they're the worst. They top hoes. Okay, we the worst, but we're winning. We're winning, and a lot of men are intimidated by that simply because we are winning. I don't wake up every morning and say, "Oh, I'm finna go get me a straight bitch." That's not what I wake up in the morning because that's really all for the most part who I've attracted. A lot of my girlfriends were straight. And I had one girl come to me one time and she said, I'm not gay at all. But she said, you can't, then motherfucker, I'll give it to you. I was like, okay, well, I'll probably take it.
I know that's
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of lesbians, I'm going to say studs, you know, we kind of put ourselves into situations where we're dealing with a straight chick. And at that moment, she's on cloud nine because she's in a lesbian relationship where she's talking to a stud. Yeah. And everything it is what it is. But in the back of our minds, it's like at any point, this bitch can get up and go back to some dick. And then where does that leave me? You know what I'm saying? And the problem with a lot of studs is that we take on the straight female and then we take on her children. Yeah. And that becomes really hard. Yeah. Like you met her, you know, Lil Ronnie was 2. Now Lil Ronnie is 6. And she pulling some shit. Now it's like the ball is really in her court because she can take Lil Ronnie and go on about her life and then you're stuck. Or you meet her and she's pregnant. You're there and you have the baby 1 year old. The baby is all you know at that point, 1, 2 years old. And now she decides, I don't want it no more. So now we're stuck like, and then it becomes problematic when you try to move on to the next relationship because you have tied yourself to a child that y'all didn't plan. It wasn't a planned pregnancy. Y'all didn't say, let's have this baby together. She probably had the kid or the bitch was pregnant when you met her. So now you want to be with a girlfriend. You got a new girlfriend. Life is happy. But then here she comes along with this kid. And studs sometimes feel obligated. I was there for this child so long. This is my child. Let me take care of it. Then you got the girlfriend saying, that ain't your motherfucking kid. So it's like, now what do you do? Because, like, personally speaking, I was like, it looks like you're kind of talking about experience. Yes, I'm talking about experience. I put myself, I was with a girlfriend and we broke up. Things didn't work out. She became pregnant. It was after me, of course. I don't know. I'm guessing it was after me. And she had a little boy and I got attached to him. And I can honestly tell people, I said, I actually loved the little kid. And it's like now we don't communicate, but I think about this kid every day. Knowing that the child didn't have shit to do with how the mama reacted or how the mama behaved. Yeah. I still felt like, let me be a part, I can still be a part of this kid's life. Now, I know I don't have feelings for the mama at all, but then how I know when the mama could be like, at any given day, she can say, you know what, I don't want you to see him no more. What shit is that? I've been here for this child. I babysat. He done stayed all night. Well, you need somewhere to go. I got him, but now all of a sudden, we're not together no more. So now we're not on the same page. Even though we weren't together, we were on the same page for some time. So now we're not on the same page. So now you see no need to communicate. So now you've allowed me to get attached to this other human being who was knowing who I was beginning to know me. He'll forget about me because he's a baby. But then part of me won't forget about him. And that's it. And that's a sad situation. Yeah, tough. It's tough. It's tough because kids are innocent. Kids are innocent. Yep. And it's like, how do I deal with that? You know, but the girlfriend that I have now, she's very supportive. And she's always said, the child didn't have nothing to do with it. But I'm not going to allow a child, or I'm going to scratch the child, I'm not going to let the child's mom try to come and destroy what this beautiful relationship that I have because you want to be selfish and in and out with the boy. So I just say, you know what? I just want to see them all together because I'm not going to allow this thing to come destroy what I've spent 45 years to get in this point where I'm happy. Yeah. I don't have time for that. All we can do is try to rebuild and move on. And, you know, eventually, we're going to have a child. You know, the next couple of years, maybe 3 years, God's going to bless us to still be together because I'm a fighter. I'm a firm believer in fight for my relationship and fight for my happiness. So we're going to have this child. And so I think I know for a fact I'll be good. Yeah, then that's good. I'll be good. I'll be good.
That's well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I'll always go for. I'm always gonna be a sucker for, like, relationships that are willing to fight for their relationship because relationships take a lot of work. And if you are not willing to put in that work and fucking fight for this shit, then we're not gonna make it.
It's tough when one person is fighting and it's not. It's like you know, you see me losing my battle. Mm-hmm. You know, you see me, I'm fighting because it feels like I'm mentally being jumped, and you just sitting back there watching me being jumped instead of you helping me.
Yeah.
You know, I think that relationship, I spent a lot of time fighting for somebody that somebody wasn't fighting for me. And then eventually I was losing. So guess what? I just have to, throw in the towel. You know what? You got it. You can have it. I'm done. I can't fight no more. I'm out. I ran out of tears. I ran out of strength. I ran out of all that for you. So I don't think that you did was make me stronger for somebody else. Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate you. Thank you for making me strong for my baby now. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, because you could either like take from that and make it into something like a lesson, something that you learn to make yourself better,
all the time,
stronger mentally, emotionally, financially. You know what I mean? It's like, why take our losses and keep them as losses when they could turn into lessons to get something better? You know what I mean? Like, I totally understand you. Like, I get what you're coming from. Like, I get what you're saying, because it's like, it's true. Like, it is true. Like, you tried with this person, it didn't work out. You took what that happened, made it better for your relationship now. Like, it's like, life is full of lessons.
You know what? It is.
You gotta take it in the right way and make it better. Just make it better.
And the relationship I'm in right now, I haven't been this happy in years. When I tell you I'm 45 years old, so when I say years, I mean years. Everything, like,
I forgot you're 45.
The one thing 45, and the one thing that I try not to do is bring my past into the new relationship.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
And me and my ex-girlfriend were together maybe 4 or 5 years, and it was tough because we had so many memories. We shared a house together for so long. When I met her, she had a daughter, and so I watched her daughter grow up for so long, and now it's like, I can't. I tell my girlfriend, I tell myself, and I tell my girlfriend, I said, I can't bring my past into this one. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that I can say about my girlfriend now, she's very supportive.
That's good.
And she'll say something like, I'm like, baby, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to keep bringing that name up. She said, baby, that's okay. It's therapeutic. Sometimes people just need people to just listen to them. I said, I promise you it'll get better. Mm-hmm. It'll get better, because I was single for almost 2 years. And then I met with somebody that didn't break up. That lasted 4 months. She dumped me via text twice in less than a week. Thank you for that too, because I'm a better person. Mm-hmm. And I've never been this type of person to say I've never threw rocks and hid my hands. I've cheated before. I've been cheated on. I have not been communicated, and sometimes I communicate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit that I've done in relationships that I'm not happy about. But there's some shit that I've done in a relationship that I know I can say that I've truly conquered for me to be who I am now.
Yeah. And
I think that I'm in a good place where the lady that I'm with right now, I'm so happy. And people might say it's early. It is early. But I now have been able to distinguish the early in our relationship and then the early in relationships in the past. This shit is totally different. I mean, she's younger than I am, but this shit is different. It feels good. And I let her know all the time, hey, you done this to me. You have been that to me. And I feel this relationship is so different from the past 4 months ago, 4 years ago, 8 years ago. This shit is good. And I love it. I like how I feel, and I like where I am.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy. And I've met her. So she's cool. I think I've interacted with her twice. And like, it wasn't like a shitty interaction. Like, it was pleasant. It was cool. Like, right. She was chill. Like, it's not like one of those people that you just like have to keep your eye on. Like,
or get a bad feeling about.
Yeah. She's pretty cool. She's legit or whatever.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Indeed. It's pretty cool. Well, hopefully we get to meet her.
You will.
Hopefully bring her
back
in and see what she's about. So we can, get to meet her. So so the listeners can get to meet who this amazing person is.
I can't wait for y'all to meet her. Hey, listener, she's great. I can't wait for y'all to meet her.
From the hears of it, you had a wonderful life as Octavia.
I did.
You have a wonderful life as OT.
Beautiful.
Is there anything that you can say to somebody that may be going through the same things that you are going through, or somebody that might be going the opposite way, like that doesn't have that supportive family members or has gotten hate crime? Like, do you have anything?
I just want to say to all of y'all that are going through it and your family is not accepting as mine, or your friends are not accepted as mine, don't give up on yourself and don't give up on your true love. You know who you are. Mm-hmm. You know what you're attracted to. And I don't know what your religion is, but my thing is I always keep God first. Pray about it. Pray about everything. It's easier said than done. I've never understood when people say pray about everything and worry about nothing. Mm-hmm. I never did. I did the opposite. I worried about everything. That's probably goddamn gray hair in my head right now. Because I worry about everything. But I am a firm believer. Just pray about it. Leave it in the hands of the Lord. And God will send you your support. You don't know what form it may come in. You don't know how it will come. You don't know when. But just hang in there. Don't throw in the towel. Because love is love. And you cannot help who you love. Now, I know some families make it difficult. Mm-hmm. Because people are yet adults. And they're still living for mom and dad. People are yet, but they're still living for the kids. Yeah. I don't have children. But at the end of this, I want you to be able to live for yourself. You've got to live for yourself, because you can't continue to live a life to make somebody else happy. Then what about your happiness? Yeah. That's when suicide, that's when depression and things set in, because you're trying to live this life for somebody else when all that matters at this moment is you. You matter. I love you. And I want you to be great. I want you to be successful. And I want you to find your true happiness. I want you to find your true love, because it's out there. Mm-hmm. It's out there. Don't settle. Don't settle for nothing. Some people are in situations and circumstances where they're doing this or doing that until. Well, when that until comes, you move the fuck around. I'm here until I get a job. I'm here until I get a car. I'm here until I save up some money for my apartment. I'm here until I can get this, I can get that. When you get your until, when the Lord bless you with your until, move around. But keep that hustle. Keep that same hustle. Keep that same mindset, because that same way you got your until, you're going to have to keep it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hold what you got, baby. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. God loves you, and so do I. I'm telling you.
Yes. And we approve that message, okay? No, like seriously, yeah. Because it gets tough as it is. Whether you have support or not, it's already tough. Yeah. And it's tougher when you don't have that support.
It really is, because you're all alone. You just feel like ain't nobody going through. Ain't nobody. I'm just, woe is me. And I get it. Yeah. I get it. You may feel like that you're the only one going through it because you're going through it. Yeah, yeah. You going through it, not me. Mm-hmm. But you just hold on, and just whoever you pray to, or whatever you believe, I'm a firm believer in God, just pray about it. Yeah. Like they say, pray about it.
Like, I believe there's a lot of people out there that, that don't have the support like some of us did. Mm-hmm. So I tried to make this podcast for them to like reach out to us if they need somebody to talk, if they need some advice, if they just need somebody to listen to. Do you have anything where they can contact you social media wise, if just in case they want to talk to you about something more, or where they can reach out to you? Right. And we have an Instagram, so they follow us at It Be Podcast on Instagram. And then we can tag you on there, or stuff like something where they can reach out to you and if there's just in case they want to ask you more questions or anything like that.
I'm on Facebook as Octavia Amos. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as Amos Octavia, and I don't do TikToks. I'm trying to get that together, but I'm on TikTok as at loving LOVIN, loving my gap OT O.T. Because I have a small gap and I love it. So I'm on, like I said, I'm on TikTok at loving my gap LOVIN, my gap O.T. And on Instagram it's Amos Octavian and Facebook it's Octavia Amos. So hit me up. We can talk.
Yeah. So you already know, guys, for the people that follow us on Instagram, we will tag her on her Instagram. And from there, you'll get her first and last name so you can go find her on Facebook and as well on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So, if y'all want to keep talking to her about something, ask her more questions that y'all feel like you relate to her or just need a supportive, you can reach out to her. You'll have a way to reach out to her as well as you have a way to reach out to us. Hopefully next time probably in a couple weeks or so, we can get your girlfriend in and harass her a little bit. Come
on with it. We're ready.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and catch y'all next week. So y'all be careful. Make sure y'all wear y'all's masks because, cooties are real.
Wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your hands
wash your ass.
Definitely wash your hands. Definitely wash their hands. And one thing about TikTok, they tell us how to cook and how to clean. If you don't do nothing else, follow those.
Those cleaning TikToks, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never met a more cleaner and more people that cook in my life this TikTok.
Honestly, I be in there. I be on that shit all day, every day.
All day.
Looking recipes and shit.
Amazon, y'all go get that pink stuff. That pink stuff work.
Oh, does it really? You got it?
Get that pink stuff. I mean, that shit works on
a lot
of things.
I've been wanting to get it.
And get you some vinegar.
So I
never know you can use so much stuff with vinegar until a TikTok. I use vinegar. Man, get y'all some vinegar. And Dawn soap. Yeah. Come on with it.
All right. Well, if y'all want another sip and chat with OT and I, let us know and we'll make it happen.
Come on, y'all, make it happen.
But until next time, y'all take care and I'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Why you speedball with cars? That's the valley. I get clothes custom made from a stylist. Cruise in my Lexus land with no mileage. While you walk the street until your feet.